Hey, how you doing? This is Brian-Maxwell, and the reason I'm coming and talking with you this morning, I'm right here sitting in my conference room, getting ready to go out and do a sales seminar. And I usually walk through the audience and mingle with the crowd prior to before the event starts to kind of get a feel for the audience and let them actually talk and hear what their some of their suggestions are and some of the things that they like to hear and whatnot, what their expectations are, and many of them just to see how things are going if I met them at different events and whatnot. And one of the biggest things that I'm been asked a lot this morning and last night while out at dinner is, Brian, how do you stay positive? How is it that every time I see you, whether it's at a strategy meeting at 7 in the morning, or whether it's at the end of a seminar at 11 at night, and you're doing a end of day strategy session with your team, and you have it open to different people that may have attended the event, they can come on in. How is it that you always seem upbeat? You always seem like you're smiling. You always seem happy. And what I tell them is that there is a number of things. A, nobody on this earth ever walks around without ever sometime dealing with different adversities and sometime having that little negative bug try to jump on your shoulder. But one of the key things that I do is that as soon as I wake up in the morning, when my opportunity clock goes off, I immediately jump up and I express tremendous gratitude. A, for the fact that my feet are able to hit the floor for another day. B, that my wife and my children wake up that morning. Even my dogs wake up that morning. We have a house over our head. We have food in the refrigerator and our electricity works. I mean, that's a blessing all in itself. And then I always reflect on the fact when I look around at different things in my home, and you should do this too, regardless where you live. If you live in a penthouse on Park Avenue in New York, or if you're living in a housing subdivision, regardless, the fact of the matter is that those of us in this country are richer than two-thirds of the rest of the people in the world. So that alone gives me tremendous gratitude, understanding that I am extremely wealthy, okay? And that gives me the energy to get up and get going. And then two, I just maintain my attitude throughout the course of the day. That means the words that come out of my mouth, as opposed to speaking any type of negativity and doubt, I'm always speaking possibility and positivity. The type of people that I have around me. One thing you must understand and know is that success is determined and dictated by who you hang around. There's a phrase that my father used to tell me, and they used to say, if you want to know where you're going to be in the next 5 years, look at the circle of friends that you keep. And that's relatively true. So I surround myself with other positive people, other motivated people, people that are driven, people that are trying to find their purpose or have found their purpose and want to make a difference in the world. So make sure that you surround yourself with people, positive people, people that can encourage you, that inspire you, that motivate you to be better and to do better. That's critical and key. So the first thing I do is wake up being extremely grateful. Gratitude is one of the most strongest powers in the universe. It is the fasting attracting tool to manifest anything that you want in the world. So I wake up expressing gratitude, which puts me in the right frame of mind. Then I make sure that those that I speak with in private and on a personal basis also have a similar mindset, that they're positive encouragement for me. And then three, I make sure that I do all that I can to fulfill my space for that day. I do more than I can to fill my space. And what that means is that a lot of people go to and from their places of business and they do the least they can get away with and then they go home, as opposed to doing more than filling their space. Because I tell them all the time, I tell people, I teach them, what you do between your 9 to 5 while you're at your place of business, that's what pays the bills. But what you do before and after is what creates wealth for yourself. And throughout that course of the day, I always make it a point to listen to some type of inspirational audio or watch some type of motivational video. I'll go to YouTube or I'll go to my site at newthoughtgeneration.com, and there's tons of videos, and I listen to different audios, and I constantly read books. And one thing I could tell you that I've learned as far as in being a national sales trainer and a life coach and things of that nature, people seem to think that you start making money and you've got it all figured out. But the fact of the matter is this, what I've learned is that I have a whole lot more to learn, and I'm a life student. And so that brings a joyous, a childlike joy to each and every day because I'm excited about what new I can learn for that day. So make sure that if you want to transition the way you think and change your mental powers that you're projecting out, wake up in the morning expressing gratitude when that opportunity clock goes off. Instead of hitting that snooze button and getting the extra 15, be grateful for the fact that you are able to wake up. And if you can't condition your body where you don't need to wake up to some blaring sound, I've trained my body to where I wake up at 5:30 in the morning just naturally, sometimes 5. But if you use an opportunity clock, and that's a lot of people call it alarm clocks, but if you use that, instead of hitting the snooze, get up. Immediately express gratitude. Be grateful for the fact that you woke up in a bed with a house over your head. If your family members woke up with you, if you're that fortunate, be grateful for that. If you have a place of business to go to, be grateful for that. Because there's over 14 million people that would trade places with you in a heartbeat that wish they had some place to go and earn a significant income. And then next, make sure you surround yourself with positive people that are pushing you and motivating you and driving you to be better. And then the third thing is to make sure that you are constantly filling your mental Rolodex with powerful information, things that are going to build you up and benefit you and make you stronger and better. These are the critical keys to success. And if you follow these methods and you do these things and you make it a practice, it's going to seem tough at first. It's going to be difficult, especially if you haven't been doing it consistently. But every day that you do it, your body starts getting used to it. Your mind starts getting conditioned for it. And then what happens is when you don't do it, you start feeling like you let yourself down, like there's something you're missing. And until you do that, your day won't be fulfilled. But I assure you, if you do these things, it'll put you that much closer to your goal, to your dreams, and to your vision than not doing anything will. All right, so take that in stride. I hope that helps you. I'm gonna go out here and try to deliver one of the greatest performances of my life. I'm Brian-Maxwell, your success coach for the generation of change, and I'll see you at the top.